The murder that occurred in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Thinking back, everything that began on that fateful day 2 days ago. Whoa. Oh, it's wine. Okay. Yes, everything began high up in the air. 9. Okay. Thank you for flying Turnabout Airlines. We're currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. I don't think it was wine that time. Or maybe it was. Ugh. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed. That's a very fucking spacious bar for a plane. For your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. But admittedly, I'm less comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. "9,000 feet in the air to be precise." That's what I missed. There we go. What's this? A travel wallet? That's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet end up in my pocket? Ugh, my head. Why won't this headache go away? Ugh, I'll take care of the travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. Ugh, from earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. We are on a plane, aren't we? What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. But how long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. Oh. Well, that's... yeah. What the... what in the world happened? Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask you to return to your seats. He's dead. Please calm down. You mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen? You murderer! No, you have it all wrong. It wasn't me. Again, how does an aeroplane have a second floor in first class? How fucking big is this thing? Am I truly ignorant to that sort of thing, or is this just nonsense?
Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Tenero. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on the flight.
An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I called it Clinton and it was a murder.
What? Murder? What's going on this flight? Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. Until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask you please remain seated.
Someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off!
Please, there is no need to feel threatened. We've already apprehended the culprit.
Oh, that's why Edgeworth's... Oh, okay, I can see it now. He's handcuffed. I ask that everyone please remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor, and I can assure you I'm not the killer.
Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy.
Now you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body.
So you say, however. I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant.
Oh, is that right?
I know what I saw, and there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up.
What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about?
We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you are to remain in our custody by the power vested in our captain. I am sorry, but please understand our situation.
Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine than the direction it's going in. I'm not about to just sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Excuse me a moment, I just need to... The text is getting a bit difficult to read. Ms. Tenero, is it?
Yes?
I was wondering if you might give me a chance.
A chance? To do what?
A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask you what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense? Can the professional flight attendant inside you really call that action righteous?
You have a point. Very well, I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick.
Of course, as you wish. Body found at 6:15. So the elevator stopped at the first floor lounge. Sky magazine.
Good. Very well then. Let's get started.
I know for a fact that I didn't kill the man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred.
I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
That's it. That's her evidence.
I do not think you can ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it.
Hold it!
Tell me, what exactly puts the pro in professional flight attendant for you?
It means we are very professional about how we take care of our passengers. Services like fetching papers and responding to calls are done with speed and accuracy. I can assure you I give testimonies with the same level of professionalism. But I'm sure you've already realized that by now, right?
It's a bit hard to appreciate your professionalism when I'm the one under suspicion.
And there you have it. My professional testimony is accurate and reliable.
Hold it!
You certainly seem sure of yourself.
Of course. A professional flight attendant cannot afford to make mistakes after all.
Perhaps, but you must admit there are a few who will look at a murder with a clear mind.
We attendants go through all sorts of extensive training and are always calm and collected. We'll even calmly serve you coffee if you so wish, as the plane makes a splashdown.
I fail to see how that would be the calm and rational thing to do in an emergency.
Even until the bitter end, we are there to serve the passengers. That is the duty of all professional flight attendants.
Your ponytail is fucking crazy. You certainly are confident. Anyway, shall I return to your testimony?
Hold it!
Yes. What did you see in front of the elevator?
That's what I was about to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth. Framed by the elevator doors and bathed in the light coming from within.
Hold it!
The murder weapon dripping with blood? Really now?
I swear that was the grisly scene I saw before me. Thank goodness it wasn't a passenger who saw, or there'd be widespread panic by now.
As I recall, you were quite panicked yourself at the time.
Excuse me?
You were scared enough to misread the situation and accuse me of murder.
Nonsense! Professional flight attendants cannot afford to be that flustered. I witnessed the murder scene and I'm now listening to your defense all with a smile.
Apparently you also lie with a smile on your face.
Hold it!
I am not the culprit, and yet you would keep these restraints on me?
Mr. Edgeworth, please try to understand what kind of situation you are in right now.
And what exactly is my situation?
I have the backing of the captain to keep you bound in this way. We are within our legal right to restrain anyone who might threaten our captain mid-flight. In essence, you are in the same situation as someone arrested by the police.
So am I to stay restrained and I can clear up all of her doubts? At least I'm close. There must shake signs like the silver lining on a dark rain cloud. I'm going to capture some of that light with evidence.
Objection!
There's a contradiction between this piece of evidence and your testimony.
I don't want to go against the word of a professional prosecutor, but I don't think there is a problem at all. I swear it as a professional flight attendant.
Uh,
Objection!
uh, What? Oh!
Objection!
There we go. Ms. Tenryo.
Huh? What is with the yelling all of a sudden?
Oh, force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Ms. Tenryo. You say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood, is that correct?
Yes, all the blood, drip, drip, drip. And just to recall the scene sends a chill down my spine.
Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you.
What?
I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is?
It's a travel wallet, alright? It looks a little big and bulky.
The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Tenryo.
What? Impossible!
Now then, do you still think I'm the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet?
But I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did.
As you can see, the wallet is clearly stained. But if you'd be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it is only It's wine! Fucking grow up, it's wine!
But then...
That's right, you mistook wine for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not in fact exist.
No!
There, that should clear up that pesky accusation.
Oh, wait just a sec. That is... Even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around as something heavy. I demand you show me what's inside, please.
She's trembling and the tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside, even you can tell from its appearance that it's light.
No, I cannot be sure of anything until I see the contents of the wallet myself.
Oh, she's a persistent one. I suppose I have no choice but to see what's inside. Miss Tenryo, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
Alright. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but I have no choice here.
Wine stains over the outer cover. Sure, it was I who dropped it in the wine, however I didn't do it out of ill intention. It seems this passport is all that's in here. As you see, there is nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet as the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree?
Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it now?
I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look?
Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is...
Ackby Hicks. Just as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Ackby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. You stole the victim's wallet.
Oh, dear. Excuse me.
You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you?
How dare you?
You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps did I misconstrue the wallet for a murder weapon? But it seems it wasn't wrong about who the culprit is. As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe, but the motive is very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you?
So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me? I see.
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of a foul play?
Hold it!
Shouldn't that be proof enough I did not murder the victim?
Not at all.
And why not?
Because that wallet may not have been what I thought it was. It is something you stole from Mr. Hicks.
Hold it!
You think I stole it?
Yes, I'm very sorry to say, and I wouldn't usually be so rude, but it must be said. I never thought I'd see the day, but here I am calling a passenger a thief. Maybe I should put on the serious face and say it more directly. I believe you removed the wallet from the victim's personage.
It really doesn't matter how you phrase it. What I'd like to know is why you think I stole Mr. Hicks' wallet.
Hold it!
I don't think I have any sort of motive to speak of. I've never met Mr. Hicks before, and our only connection is this one flight.
That is more than enough of a reason.
How do you figure?
He was sitting in a first class, and I figure the implication is quite clear.
Hold it!
You think I was after his money? Where did that cockamamie idea come from?
True, you are also a passenger in first class, but I thought something was off about you and the deeply etched lines on your forehead.
They're not lines. They're perfectly normal and part of my natural face.
I don't think I ever met someone with such terrible countenance on a flight before. And that was when it hit me. You have the face of someone with a money trouble.
She really is making a fool of herself pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony. Proof of my profession.
Objection!
Oh. Well, say something.
I'm sorry, I gave it a good look, but No matter what angle I look at it from, I don't see how it proves you didn't do it.
Oh, I must have presented the wrong item. Ah, there's cash all over the place, okay.
Objection!
Should have looked closer. I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tenrio.
What is it now?
Miss Tenrio, I wonder if you noticed a contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was a monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that.
Take that!
If I direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor.
Ah,
That's right, the floor's covered in bills and coins. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after.
ah,
I think we can assume the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. Now, I'd think the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money.
but the wallet.
Yes, the wallet. You will also recall the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks' passport.
Ah,
If you're really insisting it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming it was all for an empty travel wallet.
Forgive me, please.
Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer? Don't believe it, everyone, it's a trick. Will you all please be quiet?
What the fuck is going on with this guy on the right?
Ms. Tenrio,
Yes?
you lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark and looking into the light from the elevator. It's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for a murder weapon. I take no offense you thought I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you for releasing me.
Thank you for releasing me.
Oh my god, it's Gaster.
What is it now? Ms. Tenrio, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged.
It sounds like Bulginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on the flight who
I said he's giving you runabouts. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English as well, see? You, the attendant.
Yes, sir?
I want this person to be under arrest until we arrive at the airport. I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I've finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. How dare you try to waste my time? You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you mean. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I am Zinkler Blanc II. I'm a very wealthy man in Boltinia. I am not ordinary rich man. I am art dealer, rich seller of beauty. Dealer, huh?
Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now?
Pardon?
When you said Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout.
I have to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I don't have a second to waste. Time is money, as to say. And yet you continue to blabber on. I saw it. I did. I saw the victim go in elevator. Going down to the lounge. It was exactly 6 o'clock.
And what is the significance of the time?
At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6?
Huh? Oh, what's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body?
It was a little after the patch of turbulence, so I'd say it was around 6:50. Oh!
Hicks was his name, was it? I say man Hicks was killed in 15-minute time span. The only person in larger time was his prosecutor, yes?
Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Me too, I was watching the movie enjoying a fine glass of wine. I was still eating, I still haven't finished, see?
Other passengers have alibi. You have no problem with them, I suppose? No compliant, I see. Not single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Oh, so you say. But do you have what you say, the evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw, enough to give testimony? Of course, I was looking at man the whole time. He was playing with the annoying little small machine the whole time. Machine? Yes, it's what you people call it in English, yes? Making me crazy with click, click, click. From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer.
I believe what Mr. Blanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say, I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone? A laptop or an organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget. A hidden nosy little machine in his hand. That fragment of beauty, all produces ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Miss Tenrio.
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you'll grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. I don't like sound of that fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English. It's fox guarding the hen house, and I believe my innocence was proven earlier. If I'm given the chance, I can clear it all up, all the remaining doubts. Miss Tenrio, if you wait until we arrive, there's a good chance some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say.
This should not be approved.
Please, Mr. LeBlanc, in an emergency, all decisions are made by the captain alone. Now please wait to hear while I ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back.
You are not planning to raise evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha, we shall see.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
What? Unbelievable. I am in your debt, Miss Tenrio.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I'm still a suspect in the case. Oh.
I take a full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this assurance is enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use the triangle to talk.
It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. Miss Tenrio, I'd like to ask you about investigating the lounge.
As long as you have the captain's permission, I can stop you from looking around.
If you could pass the message along, tell him I'm grateful for his spirit of cooperation.
I will. However, please realize you're still under suspicion. To be honest, I still have my doubts about you.
Of course, and I take no offense.
Do you really understand what I'm saying?
Yes, verily.
Do you pinky swear you do on your honor as a professional prosecutor?
I pinky swear I do on my honor as a professional prosecutor.
Well, I guess that settles it.
I feel my honor as a man slowly diminishing. Hurry up and investigate. Time should not be wasted. Precious is human time, is how you say, I believe. Mr. LeBlanc seems to be protecting the gargantuan vase on his chair rather closely. It's a marvellous vase, though, isn't it? Yes, I dare say so, as a professional attendant.
That's Tenrio. It is a marvellous vase, though, isn't it? I dare say so as a professional attendant.
I don't think there's any real connection between a piece of art and being an attendant.
I'm not just any old attendant. I'm a professional flight attendant.
As though there was such a thing as an amateur flight attendant. It's my seat. Unfortunately, I didn't bring anything particularly useful for an investigation. It's not as if I'm constantly prepared for such a thing to occur.
Well, after the events of this game, you probably should be.
Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of recreating a chess game.
Just an observation, but aren't there too many red knights around in the lone blue pawn?
Nonsense. It simply shows the blue pawn is no match for the red knight's might.
You gotta let that go, man. It's not healthy.
If I may have a word with you.
This steak is so awesome.
Great to hear. However, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I was here the whole time, so I wouldn't know.
Eat or speak. Please pick one.
Sorry, that's disgusting. I think he had chosen to eat.
I can hear that.
Hey, miss, how about another glass?
Excuse me, I was wondering if you'd know anything about the murder.
How about it? How about a glass together? Sorry, but I must decline. I wasn't talking to you. I was asking the cute attendant. I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. But if you need a refill, I'll be happy to bring you another glass any time. You got it, Toots. It's no way to talk to a lady. Don't get near me, you criminal! He said, don't get near me, you criminal. I'm not the killer, and I intend to prove that starting now. But that's contrary to the facts. He says, but that's contrary to the facts. I can understand his English just fine, thank you very much. This was Mr. Hicks' seat. I don't see the machine Mr. LeBlanc was talking about. Perhaps it is in the elevator? Maybe. We should probably head down to the crime scene now. It's a movie poster for License to Love, Laugh, Maim and Murder. That's a Go You Airlines sponsored movie. It's a suspense, hardboiled action, romantic horror comedy flick. Is that the genre listing for this thing? Yes, it's a movie that can be enjoyed by anyone because it encompasses all of those genres. I can't even begin to imagine what the plot would be. But you have to admit it's piqued your interest, right? I heard the main strategy with the genre of this thing was to make people curious. Well then, consider the mission successful. Excuse me, may I have a word with you? You there! If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay? What the? Wake up, you! I'm terribly sorry she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth. No need for you to apologize, I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job. If I were her boss, I'd see to it her salary was cut so low it was in the red. That leads to an emergency escape hatch. You can't go there mid-flight. What's the probability the criminal escaped through here? 100%. Oh, let me finish my thought. I'm 100% certain they didn't. I'm searching for an answer. Only complete thoughts need apply. Oh, I didn't think. Okay. I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tenrio. It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting your permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota. I see. We'll bear it in mind. I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. When we do, he asks you please return to your seat at that time. So my time runs out at his close discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search over the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between the two classes, and first class without a have a key card. We found no record of a key card being used at all. Which means I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either.
Now then, let's get started.
Where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statement. The crime occurred between 6 and 6:15. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means the killer is around somewhere.
If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but the clouds tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds.
Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
The clouds tell me nothing. There are a few copies of Sky magazine in the magazine rack.
This month's special is an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I heard the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle.
No, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. Whoever heard of such a silly word as a participle?
Case in point. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, no, it does not clear any suspicion I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name.
This door leads to the flight attendant's room. Please understand it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room's giving off the scent of women's perfume. I want to think the perfume would smell great, however it simply smells. Don't I have any interest that lies behind this door?
Perhaps you should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there.
This grand piano is the pride of the plane. It can play the music of whatever city. It's an oversized CD player. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into the CD drive.
That's not a piano, it's an overgrown music box. There we go.
But its keys depressed along with the music as though someone is really playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. This toppled over chair, another victim of the turbulence.
Ah, look at all the wine staining the back. It may not look it, but this chair is extremely valuable.
It was.
Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came on to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these rocker pals?
I can't believe you haven't heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are extremely popular international band. They added the Pals part as they became more popular, especially among the teens.
Among her? Pick one, Wolfie. Is she Asian or Italian? That explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess.
It's terribly
embarrassing. I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would notice, I was unconscious for most of it.
The in-flight shop is just beyond the shutters. We don't have permission to open them. I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant. A pity that a bronze statue knows not when a good drink has been spilled at its feet.
That is a statue of our founder, Mr. Hugo Hughes, who was a big fan of wine. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much wine was there at his feet.
Is that a hint of hero worship I detect? What or who is this?
It is a bronze statue of the founder of Turnabout Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. The one on the left is when he was in his 40s. The other is of him in his 80s.
Did the man age at all over those 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more. What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard.
The only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? I won't rest until I've... Yes. I doubt that anyone was expecting to find a dead body in the elevator of this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks, he is already dead?
Yes. She's trembling, though I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're already dead, please answer yes.
I can see she's over the trembling, although no symptoms seem to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could that be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Even his glasses are broken. I wonder what's hanging off this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now, if I could just put my finger on it. What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here?
That's a piggyback of our company mascot, Captain Hugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell in our in-flight shop. This bag is a limited edition. It's so popular we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yes, just to be on the lounge and to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight until Mr. Hicks' body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon? Money strewn over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point.
Or in the bank.
There's no wine residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence.